gunshots, multiple people hit. And now the internet is pointing fingers. Detroit rapper Allstar JR is at the center of dangerous situation that happened in Houston, leaving one man known as being 10 shot and another person injured. But what really happened that night?
Thanks. Well, right now, Houston police are searching for the man they say opened fire inside of a popular restaurant last night.
Yeah, police say this all started with an attempted robbery inside Confessions on Kirby Drive. KHOU11's Devon Rami joins us live from outside this morning. Devon, what are police saying about the person who opened fire and where he might be right now?
Yeah, that's the big question here this morning, is where the suspect could be, and they are actively looking for him right now, combing through surveillance video as well as information that they've gained from witnesses. But this all took place behind me here in the restaurant and lounge there called Confessions, up on the second floor of this building here behind me off of Upper Kirby. Houston police say the call came in around 11:30 last night, and investigators say two men tried to rip chains off another man's neck, taking him to the ground during the robbery. It's still unclear if the men knew each other. Police say after the chains were taken, though, several others jumped in, turning the situation into a large, violent fight with multiple people attacking the victim moments before the victim somehow was able to pull out a gun and started shooting.
According to reports and circulating footage, the situation went down in Houston. Here's what's being reported so far. A chain robbery attempt allegedly targeted Allstar JR. Shots were fired during the incident. At least 2 people were hit by gunfire. One of those victims was a man known online as being 10, who reportedly suffered injuries, serious ones. Another individual was also shot, but details remained limited. Right now, the full timeline is still unclear, but sources suggest this may have been a targeted situation, not random violence, possibly tied to jury or status.
Got some pretty good video. We got 2 victims on the scene right now. This is a shooting. We got 2 victims. Let's see, one's been shot multiple times in the torso, probably in his late 20s. Another one's been shot in the extremities, in the lower extremities, and also all throughout his arms and everything several times. He's probably in his mid-20s. They're both transported to local hospitals right now, and they're both in very critical condition. So my name is Lieutenant R. Wilkins, Willkens. So what we know right now is our suspect, who we don't know who he is right now. We're working on that. Investigators do a great job. I'm sure they'll figure out who he is. Was at this location and had a confrontation with a couple guys. That altercation originally, it appears from what they were doing, was trying to take his chains. Now, we don't know if they knew him or what that was, but it appears possibly they knew this guy, and they were in the process of trying to rip his chains off. That went on for 30 seconds to a minute where these 2 guys were tussling with him, actually got him to the ground, and appears probably got his chains from him. Right after that, another fella jumps in and several other people jump in as well, along with these other guys, and they start having a fist fight, and they're beating this guy pretty bad.
In hip-hop culture, chains represent more than just jewelry. They represent status, reputation, and power. And that can make artists targets. Now, here's where things get a little sticky. Social media quickly started connecting the situation to J. Prince Jr. Some users are alleging involvement. But as of right now, there is no confirmed report linking him to the incident. No official statements from authorities confirming that claim. This is important because online, speculation can spread fast, even without proof. In today's world, stories don't just break, they explode. One post turns into thousands of comments, viral theories, people jumping to conclusions, and before facts are confirmed, a narrative is already created. Now let's break it down clearly. Confirmed shooting happened in Houston. Multiple people injured. Allstar JR connected to the situation. Not confirmed. Exact motive, full list of people involved, any connection to J. Prince Jr. Right now, this situation is still developing. And until more details come out, everything else is speculation. But one thing is clear. This is another reminder of how dangerous things can get when music, reputation, and the streets collide. So what do y'all think? Was this a targeted robbery or something deeper? Let us know, baby. And this is Jams Industry Files. I'm out.